Hello, survivors. Welcome to the State of Decay 2 stream. I'm your host, Geoffrey Card. That is Brant Fitzgerald, and we have got a completely packed stream for you today. We are talking about the 11.1 hotfix, which is an update that just came out with a handful of quick fixes in it. We're going to be doing, what are we doing? We're talking about the Swine and Bovine contest that's running right now. We're going to show some of the entries into that. We're going to be running around in the Swine and Bovine suit.
Outfit.
In fact, you should probably get the game started, I just realized. I left Brant in a really bad state.
I need to turn this down too. We need to turn the volume.
Oh, the volume down? Oh, I don't think they can hear it that well, actually. It's pretty good, because
Okay.
these are shotgun mics, so they miss it. If you start hearing
shotgun
echoes,
mics?
shotgun mics, they're
I
gonna
don't like that
they're gonna
pointed
shoot
at
us
me.
in the face. It's
I
gonna
don't
be
like
great.
that they're pointing. That's not sound weapon handling.
We're gonna have dogs coming in that door over there.
This is a great show.
Dogs in Halloween outfits. So, you guys, we got a really big show today. And we're also going to go through behind the scenes. We got a trailer that released since our last stream, and so we're going to watch that trailer with the director of photography from that trailer. He's going to give us the behind the scenes scoop, and we might get to see some behind the scenes stuff. And are we okay? Okay, Lisa's poking her head in, and I'm panicking because I think I've done something wrong, but everything's fine. So, let's get started with this game that we play.
I best just get right into my outfit then.
Yeah, so we got our tiny little community
thanks
here.
for leaving me with Crusher, who is hurt so bad.
But look, we've unlocked the Swine and Bovine mask.
All right, well, she's getting the goods.
All right, so. Oh,
What is
wow.
that?
Lisa has brought in some dog toys that we are going to...
Oh my god. That's
Okay, I've got to... I got to show this. So, these are the dog toys that Lisa has just brought into the room.
That is horrifying.
For our dogs to play with.
Yes, it does.
This is
definitely goes with
the
our
most
Swine
horrific
Bovine.
thing I've ever seen. We've
Lisa,
also
do you want
got
to come say hi to everybody?
giant
No?
zombie
Okay.
fingers. Okay, I'm going to set these down because...
That dog toy is more disturbing than this outfit I'm about to put on.
So, the first thing that I have to say is that right now on the stream, we have got a giveaway going on. And the prize for that giveaway is one of these swag bags. Now, this is actually one of the runner-up prizes for the Swine and Bovine contest that's running right now on our social media channels. And we'll be talking about that a little later. But this is a lovely military-style canvas bag with beautiful patch on the front with the skull eagle on it, water bottle, and mysterious swag inside. So if you want to enter, just type !enter into the chat if you're watching live. Obviously, if you're watching this as a video later on YouTube or Twitch, you can't enter this contest, but you know, there's gonna be giveaways like this in the future, so hopefully you'll get another chance. But if you are here, please enter, because this is really good swag. This is one of the better gifts we've given away, so please show up with that. And what have you done, Brant?
We're all Swine and Bovine today.
You know, one of the best things that we've seen, so we had this thing happen the other day where Patrick Hooley, our production director, asked, hey, has anyone actually seen a zombie wearing the Swine and Bovine outfit? And so we put out the call on social media, and within a couple of hours, a couple of people had submitted videos of themselves getting one of their characters killed in this outfit, having them turn into a zombie, and then finding the zombie.
No way.
And dodging it around. Mon Prince Cyclope was the first one to get a video
Big
in.
surprise.
Yeah, and Fall Down Go Boom got a screenshot of it too. It was pretty crazy.
That's funny.
So yeah, we're gonna be running around as the Swine and Bovine mascot.
First, I'm going to try and heal myself because you've done something terrible to this character.
Oh look, perfect.
I'm going to run home because this is just untenable.
That sounds good. So while Brand is running home, let's talk about the hotfix we just did. Update 11.1. So this is just a really minor hotfix. You know, update 11 was, of course, the one that added the outfits feature. And we found a couple little problems after we released that we realized we needed to fix in short order. So the very first patch note for this is we fixed a problem that was causing some clothing items to land in your inventory instead of being added to the closet. This usually happened if it was one of your starter 3 characters. There was something special about those characters that caused them to not successfully get the outfits added to the closet. Instead, it would just land in their inventory, and you would have to go take it to your supply locker and just leave it there. And if you came back with another character, or if you restarted the game, you could still get those outfits into your closet. So there was a workaround but it was still kind of an ugly problem, and so we fixed that. So now every character should be able to get their outfits directly to the closet. You shouldn't be carrying them around in inventory anymore. Yeah, of course you can sleep in that. Doesn't it look comfortable?
Sorry.
So
Go ahead.
if you still have a closet item, an outfit item stuck in your supply locker, go and get it out of your supply locker and it will be added to your closet. So it should be fixed across the board. If you've still got a lingering effect of that bug, it should be really easy to go and resolve. Let's see here. Oh, Butch DeLorean wants to know, why can't my community just wear Speedos and bikinis? Because this is the zombie apocalypse, and that would get them killed so fast.
Yeah.
We've got a certain level of practical consideration that we have to put into our costumes, and so that's part of it. That doesn't mean we can't have them wear some ridiculous stuff, as you've seen here, but that particular one just felt a little bit off the brand of the zombie apocalypse.
That does take us well into the
sort of parody territory.
well, the purview of like Dead Rising.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Where they excel at letting you do goofy stuff. And
we just kind of didn't want to be, Dead Rising 5, basically. We wanted to be State of Decay 2. And that means, we got to kind of sort of establish the boundaries of what happens in our world. And so there's some pretty ridiculous stuff that happens in our world, but it's a different brand of ridiculous. And I realize that feels like we're splitting hairs, but it's important to split hairs when you're defining what a particular brand consists of. So another patch note. Characters on the community screen now arrive all at once, as intended, rather than loading in piecemeal, starting with their hats. So if you guys were playing the game and you opened the community screen, especially I think on an original Xbox One, and you opened up the community screen, you would just see a row of hats across the top, and then slowly bodies would come in. And that's not how that was supposed to go, and so now you actually see all of the characters at once. So that's an improvement. And then we also, the last patch note is we also fixed a bug that would cause vehicles to experience physics problems on roads right after the tutorial. So if you were a brand new player who just came to State of Decay 2 and you played through the tutorial, once you arrived in the main game and got in a car and started driving around, the roads would be all weird and would cause your car to do strange stuff. I never experienced it myself, so I can't give you more details than that. It wasn't fun though, and so we fixed it in this patch. So that's the 11.1 hotfix update. Not a whole lot of different things, but we thought those particular fixes were important. And so sometime in the near future, there's going to be another update with more exciting stuff in it, and that's going to be great. So look forward to that, and we'll probably have more to talk about whatever's coming in the future in upcoming streams. But we're probably gonna have a meeting about that sometime very soon to figure out what's in the upcoming streams. Because right now I think we're right at the end of our current plans. We need to start, laying some track out in front of us in the future. So, they're just screaming in pain from all of the burning.
I think I would too.
Yeah, and that's probably the noise that any of us would make if we were just set on fire.
Pop. I like how they pop when they're on fire. Whoa.
Interesting. Sidechat the Gray asks, any chance to get a patch that removes lens flares while driving? Are you talking about your headlights shining on nearby surfaces and causing lens flares?
Well, and like you can see it right here. See how the lens flares hit me with
really
my
bright.
flashlight?
Yeah, that's true. We could certainly look into that. I don't think anyone's ever raised that question to us before. Though I wish that somebody could patch reality to get lens flares to stop happening to my eyes when I'm driving up the hill on the way home. Because depending on the time of year, when I'm driving home, there's certain hills where I just get the sun directly in my eyes and I can't see at all. So maybe this is part of our game being realistic, that you can be blinded while you're driving and have trouble driving in certain places.
Yeah, it can be really distracting at some points. I'm not sure what kind of controls we have over the light like that. There's your lens flare.
Yeah.
It just happens at weird times. But that could be.
So we'll make a note about that, and maybe we can check into the possibilities. Okay, so FreakDog69 is specifically saying that it's lens flares off the top of the car that seem to be a problem. So we'll look into that and see what our options are.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh yeah, and Big Lou just reiterated the same thing.
Bunch of funkin' nothing.
Okay, so Reaper is Coming 7 just has a nice thing to say, and I like reading these. State of Decay 2 is one of the best zombie games I've ever played. I'm so addicted to playing it. My girlfriend is annoyed because she wants her Xbox back. Haha. So,
Well, we don't want to be the cause of strife with your relationship. So
that's true.
Learn to share.
Yeah, make sure that you're sharing. You know, play some nice co-op games. But we're also thrilled that you love the game, and we really appreciate you coming and saying so, because that kind of makes it worth it for us.
In fact, go ahead and throw away your relationship for our game. Now that I think about it.
If you had to pick.
I'm kidding.
Oh.
Don't at me.
Let's see here. So there are a lot of people on Twitch, apparently, according to one of our moderators, who are excited to see the dogs. So the dogs are coming in around 3:30. So that's about 20 minutes from now. So if you are watching this show later on, like on YouTube or something, if you want to see dogs right now, go ahead and skip to about the 30-minute mark. That's probably where it's going to happen. Now I'm predicting the future that way. Who knows if the studio's hit by a meteor between now and then that's probably not what's going to happen. But
let's hope not.
The plan is for it to be about 20 minutes from now. So go ahead and skip ahead if you're watching it later.
What do we need? Oh, there's a feral. I don't think I've fought a feral as the as the swine and bovine guy yet.
Let's pull that off.
Let's get his attention.
And then once you've fought the feral, we should go through some of the contest entries for our ongoing swine and bovine contest.
That wasn't much of a fight.
Yeah, no, I think you've gotten too good at this, Brant.
Well, it's either that or watch me get killed by him in close combat. So
yeah, that's
I'd
true.
much rather.
Well, you can feel free to pause for a second while I switch over to talking about our screenshot contest.
All right.
Because, so this is ongoing right now. This contest is still going on. You can still enter it as of this stream. So I don't know if you're watching this 3 months later, then obviously it's over. So this is the ad we originally had for it. So obviously details coming October 24th is not accurate. We're going to get to the details in a second. But the way this works is Megan is posting on her social media channels a series of clues to like places and situations in the game where we want to see screenshots. And so if you figure out what she's asking for, you post a screenshot of it. Basically, we're gonna be collecting those screenshots and choosing, the best set of submissions. And, and there's gonna be a little bit of, a little bit of challenge to it because you have to kind of figure out what we're looking for. But we've already gotten some really good entries. In fact, she shared a bunch with me here. So the first one is from clue number 1. Clue number 1 is lunch rush. That's a lot of hungry Santa Mayan customers. So that was the clue. We've got a few submissions already. One of them is from Adam Survives, who has actually submitted 2 screenshots, which I'm not sure if that's cheating or not, but we can see they're here at the S&B Express. And I love the one, the image that's got the swine and bovine mascot standing at the desk, offering food to all of the zombie customers.
To serve you.
I assume there must be some scent block involved in that because they have not reached him yet. But so I should say, by the way, these are not winning entries. We have not decided who the winners are yet. These are just some entries. In fact, these are not even necessarily all of them eligible. Maybe some of them got the riddle wrong. We're not giving away the answers right now. So that's Adam Survives. We also had Alden Barrett make a very similar submission, standing behind the counter with a bunch of customers. And then we move on to riddle 2. So clue number 2 was drive-through. 3 pork belly patties and a large fry. That'll be 175 influence at the next window. So it's saying, Drucker County, and you can go for hints on our Discord. So we've got, I'm so sorry, this person who submitted this has a Russian name and I cannot pronounce the Cyrillic alphabet. So I can't say who this is from, but we've got somebody sitting on top of a pickup truck at the drive-through window at the, I assume that's the S&B, right?
That it is.
And then Big Lou also made a submission right here in a similar
nice.
drive-through. Got the van pulled up and just fighting zombies in the outfit.
That is customer service at its best right there.
Yeah, I love it when they're out of hot fries and so they're still making them. They bring it around to your car.
That's right.
I think that's what we're seeing here from Big Lou. Riddle 3 was called Angry Customer. Let me speak to your manager at once. So this had to be done in Cascade Hills. And we've got one submission to share here. This is from Joseph Weaver. It's like, we've got Karen right there asking to see the manager.
She needs a different haircut. She needs a Karen haircut.
Absolutely. So that's really nice. And then we don't have any submissions to share from Riddle 4. So clue 4 is the last one that just came out. This one's called Health Code Violation, and it says, do you smell gas? So that's got to be done in Cascade Hills. And again, if you want hints or if you want to enter this contest for the first time, all the details are available on our Discord. You can see, down there we've got the URL. We'll also put a link in the doobly-doo. But basically, if you go to our Discord, there is a channel on there called SB Contest. Go there, you'll find all of the clues, all of the details, and you can make your own submissions. And the prizes for this, we should actually, so we already showed this a little bit earlier. The runner-ups, there are going to be several runner-ups. They're going to get these bags, which are full of small swag. They got a water bottle. They've got this lovely patch. But the grand prize winner,
oh my goodness,
is going to get this
Look at that.
pillowcase.
It's a clean pillowcase too.
It's a completely 100% clean pillowcase that is full of candy, swag, and one of those bags. So it's got everything in it that you could possibly want. And this is going to go to one lucky winner of the
right.
contest.
Wait, how much does that weigh?
It's pretty heavy.
That's our entire marketing budget just to mail this thing out.
Exactly. So this is after, so you don't even need to go trick-or-treating this year. You've got a huge thing. This is basically as though we did your trick-or-treating for you. So please go to our Discord, find out all the details, enter the contest if you want to get this stuff.
Yes.
So Koji says, "Oh, I'll drool and snot all over that." That's really lovely to hear.
Perfect.
This is kind of, I've been coming down with something a little bit. I think everybody around us has been kind of feeling a little sick. So, no, I don't think I'm fine. I'm just like in the morning.
I'm in the same room.
I got a little bit of congestion in the morning. I'm fine now. I don't know. Maybe it's just allergies. It's okay.
Well, I'll let you know if I get sick because of you.
Yeah, it's gonna be my fault. So anyway, let's go back to the game.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
start
what.
playing
Yeah.
again.
Okay.
So anyway, we're over here. We just killed a feral, and
I want dogs.
we're gonna get some dogs in about 13 minutes. So dogs are gonna come gallivanting in here.
Is that what dogs do?
They gallivant.
Do
Yes.
they gallivant?
They
I know a
gallivant.
couple of them do.
Yeah. So we're gonna so Wonder is gonna bring in her little boys. We're gonna meet Luis's dog, which I think we've shared pictures of Kira on the stream. We're gonna get to meet Esme, I think for the first time. Carrie, our
I'll have to leave because Esme, for some reason, is deathly afraid of me.
Really?
Yes.
That sounds like great television. And of course, Joe Swarner is gonna bring in his
Otto.
enormous dog Otto, who is
My puppy dog.
probably going to be Brant's favorite once you see the costume. So that's what's coming, but that's coming in 12 minutes. So we're going to keep playing this game. This is my favorite thing to...
5
5
whole
parts?
nuts and bolts.
I was about to say, I love searching the big containers because sometimes they contain so much stuff, but this is the opposite of that.
Yeah, that was an insult. That was trolling. That was us trolling the player there.
So Shankiro wants to know that even though you think that this dog is going to be afraid of you, your beard looks awesome.
Oh, thank you.
So Shankiro actually just was watching me earlier today on my personal stream. We were playing Call of Duty, and it was the only good game I've played of the current Modern Warfare. Like, I completely suck at it for some reason.
How is the new one?
So it's great.
It's a remake of the great, fantastic. What?
It's got it's
Modern
definitely
Warfare 2.
It has Price as a character. I'm not sure how many other parallels it has with the original because I've only played through the first couple chapters, but it feels extremely timely. It's got you collaborating with some very effective like folks on the ground who they're fighting Russians and they're fighting terrorists and just I don't know. It was a really compelling cinematic type experience. Just playing through the first few chapters of the single player, and then the multiplayer I am terrible at, but it's some of the best looking Call of Duty multiplayer I've ever seen. So there's my ad for somebody else's game. Let's start talking about this game.
Yeah, let's talk about our game.
But it's really fun, and I've been having a great time with it. And actually, so also the Outer Worlds. I should talk about the Outer Worlds because that's published by Microsoft, and so we get a lot more out of hyping that one. Unfortunately, even though everyone I know has been saying it's amazing, I haven't played it yet because I don't want to. Because I want to be able to finish Disco Elysium and Crying Suns, which are both games that I'm playing right now. And if I start playing the Outer Worlds, I'm going to forget everything that I've ever done. And so I have to finish everything else first before it started. So I don't have any opinions yet on the Outer Worlds personally, but I've heard it's really great, and people are getting really excited about it all over my social media.
Too bad that the challenge isn't at the barbecue restaurant because, man, did I just provide a lot of food.
Oh yeah. Oh man, that's true. This actually kind of reminds me of the back of the Alamo. The remains of a plague cart. By the way, I made a mistake earlier. I credited Shankiro with the beard compliment. I think it was actually Prime Fred Garvin who said that. So,
Okay.
At least that's how I'm interpreting what it's coming through on Slack. So sorry for the mistake.
Well, thank
no,
you for-
Shankiru is awesome, and I'm sure would have said something just as nice.
Probably not.
Roy7 says, I love how all the plague zombies just drop dead after you kill the heart. Yeah, I like sort of like being surrounded by zombies, knowing you're about to be killed, but if you can just get that last shot off at the heart, they'll all just get wiped out.
Yeah. I was holding on maybe a little longer than I should have, actually, but I was pretty sure I was close, so.
Yeah.
Oh, the El Burro Gordo.
Oh, and actually, it's not Prime Fred Garvin. I think that just was an accidental. His name's just Fred Garvin. I'm just gonna get this guy's name wrong every time I possibly can. But one of the other things that he said earlier was, "What are your plans for Halloween?" So honestly, like, this has been such a busy season for me. Like, I have not made any plans. We already did like a trunk or treat event at our local church, and so my kids have already been trick or treating. We're gonna do also probably trick or treating around the neighborhood. One of my kids though really wants to stay home and be the one giving away candy in a costume, and so I think my family might split up and have one of us stay home with the kid who wants to give away candy, and the other one run around and see the houses. There's actually a crazy Halloween house right in my neighborhood. There's kind of a weird story where I went to my 20-year high school reunion a couple years ago because I'm old. And
you're a young buck.
I met someone who is even older than me who was there at her 40-year reunion. This is back in Greensboro, North Carolina, where I come from. And so I was at Page High School, meeting up with all the old alums from different years, and I met this person who was 20 years older than me who had been to the same high school, and we were asking each other, "Oh, where are you from?" And I said, "Oh, I'm from a suburb of Seattle." And they're like, "Oh, me too." And I said, "I'm from Bothell." They're like, "Yeah, I'm from Bothell too." I'm like, "What?" And I said, "Well, I'm in this neighborhood." And she said, "I'm in that same neighborhood. We're the ones with the crazy Halloween house."
No
and I was
way.
like, "We have trick-or-treated at your house." Because there is a house that is like, it's like a carnival. Like, they put on the most ridiculous sort of Halloween show for the kids. It's like everyone from the neighborhood just flocks to that house. They give out decent candy, and it's like a huge neighborhood event. And so we're definitely going to be doing that on Halloween.
Let's see. I want to make this. What can I get rid of? Nothing.
It's all pretty important.
I don't need
collecting materials isn't that hard.
I got lots of ammo.
You do have probably more ammo than we could possibly use.
Oh, I could use it.
I could
use it.
So one thing we should probably, if you go back to the bounty broker, we could go collect the bounty that is about crafting ammo. And so after you collect all of the ammo you need for that one bounty, we could then spend it all to craft a million tons of ammo.
There we go.
Actually, that's if we have an ammo press or a.
We have an ammo press.
Okay, if we have an ammo press, then we can do it. So that would be cool. That's what I'm doing in my game at home. I'm trying to get those particular bounties, and for some reason, I tend to scavenge for ammo early, and so both of my parallel save games that I've been playing, where I've been going for the Trader and the Warlord legacies, I had already gotten all the easy to get ammo, so I'm like scraping the bottom of the barrel trying to find ammo rucksacks. And to satisfy those bounties is pretty rough.
I'm getting close to finishing all the bounties.
B Downs 9210 says, "I got a speeding ticket in Greensboro." So it's such a small world, right? So I've gotten speeding tickets in Central North Carolina as well. And basically, there are these areas where you driving across North Carolina, it's a really wide state, and you get really bored, and eventually it's really easy to start speeding. And so I think there's cops who just sort of like watch those highways, and they know that there's a lot of tourists coming through who are just anxious to get to the Outer Banks or something like that, and and they're not going to be around to contest the ticket, so they just no mercy whatsoever.
They know they're going to get paid.
Yep.
I can't think of anything except dogs right now.
Yeah, so they're going to be in here real soon. B Down says that they were going 85 and a 55.
Well,
so
then you deserved it.
That's pretty bad. Yeah, I think probably the speeding ticket that I got when I was a kid was 90 and a 25. But to explain, there's this road called Cone Boulevard that goes right through the middle of the area in Greensboro that I live in. And Cone is basically, it's set up like a highway. It's got a huge median and like 2 or 3 lanes on either side of it. It feels like a freeway, but there's one section where it goes through and it's got residential driveways leading into it. So in that one section, it's 25 miles an hour.
What were you doing driving 90 anyways, man?
It was just, I was a kid and I had to get, so we were allowed to leave campus in high school to go to lunch when you're a senior. And so we had actually driven across town to the local borders. And we realized that we needed to get back at the last minute. And so we were just driving really, really, really fast. And
That's irresponsible.
It was extremely irresponsible. And I learned my lesson. I have not sped like that since. I've gotten another 1 or 2 tickets probably for minor speeding infractions, just when I didn't notice I was going too fast. Something that extreme, I didn't do again. Okay, so for anyone who came late, the plan, we're gonna, in just a few minutes, we're gonna have some dogs come in through that door. And they're gonna be dressed in Halloween costumes, and it's gonna be amazing.
It will be amazing.
And then we've also got a contest. If you haven't noticed yet, if you hit exclamation point enter, let me just throw that up on the screen. Ta-da! If you type that in, you can be entered to win one of these. This is a bag of swag. And it's got a water bottle in it. It's got a bunch of other mysterious nonsense inside. And that can be yours. That's also the prize for our ongoing screenshot contest. All the runner-ups are going to get bags like that. And the grand prize winners get a whole pillowcase.
A giant, heavy pillowcase full of stuff.
Full of candy, swag, everything you could hope for. So there's a lot of stuff going on.
Does swag stand for anything?
I think people have made it an acronym. I think any word that claims to be an acronym that is not actually from like an engineering background, it's fake. Like people have tried to say that, curse words are acronyms and stuff like that. And every time I look it up, it's always fake. It's always somebody just made that up because it sounded fun. Because acronyms are fun to come up with. So I don't think swag is actually an acronym originally, but I could be wrong. Somebody could tell me that I'm wrong about that, and whatever. I don't know things.
I thought I had Molotovs, but I don't.
So yeah, the only words that end up being actual acronyms are things like laser. So yeah, Sensual Sev says, what exactly happened to all the animals in State of Decay 2? Why can't we get dogs?
They are smart and ran away.
Yeah, we would love to see animals in the franchise at some point, but there's a lot of reasons why adding them at this point to State of Decay 2 would be really tough. Lots of resource constraints and just new problems to solve that we haven't solved yet in this game.
Well, originally it got a black mark simply because we didn't have the animation memory dedicated to a quadruped rig.
Yeah, we'd have to have a whole new rig with all new animations, and some of them way more complicated than the animations you need for a bipedal character.
We gave that memory up to the different animations that the different freaks have. Otherwise, they'd all walk the same and basically be the same.
Yeah, that wouldn't be cool. So Nitrous Oxide says, animals would be great for hunting. Not dogs, though. So we've definitely realized that, hunting was one of the things we talked about very early on in the development state of Decay 2 that we would love to have. And we still think it would be a fun thing to have in the franchise. It's just, this might not be where it belongs, but this franchise is going to be ongoing. We have no plans to stop anytime soon.
That's right.
So there's going to be lots of opportunities for us to get features like that are really popular and people like, into the game. Oh, Odd Creature 762 says, your staff is doing a great job. Thank you for all you do. Well, thank you for saying that, because that makes it worth it for us, getting paid is nice, but also hearing from you guys is sort of what makes this emotionally rewarding, so thank you.
This is the one I got.
See here. Okay, so you got the wrench blade.
All right.
And then I'm trying to remember which one was for crafting ammo. It might be one of these.
I think...
Is it in this current set?
No, I think it's the
one of the past ones?
It's the fall down go. It's one of those.
Let's look at the go bag. Yeah, maybe it's in the go bag.
I think it's this one.
No.
That one.
There we go. It's a Doomsday carbine. Yeah, let's grab that one. Just because I think once we've got all this ammo, we'll be able to do a ton with that.
Okay. That won't be fun for people to watch, though.
Oh, that's true. We'll do it offline. we'll get it and we'll play with it later on.
I'm really actually surprised at how calm Cash Beaumont is with me standing there.
He's seen a lot in his life.
I guess. He has that 1,000-yard stare where nothing bothers him. Nothing gets to him. He's like, I'll sell stuff to anybody.
Yeah.
Even somebody wearing half a cow and half a pig head with blood covering their overalls. Okay.
So Console Freak wants to know any chance for full Plague Freaks getting into the max difficulty level.
Oh, I should go over and see about my dead friend here.
There are a few technical challenges with swapping out the freaks that exist in different places, and I'm actually really curious what you folks are interested in. Like, would you want us to just put them into Nightmare mode, put them in their own separate place? We haven't actually decided what we would do given the opportunity, and I think, guys, it might be dog time. So we are ready.
Okay, I'm going to pause this because we don't even need to see this anymore.
All right, so we have got the dog cam ready to go.
Okay.
So
ready for the entrance? It's pretty good.
Here comes the grand entrance. Yeah, okay, here, let's see it.
Oh, the tree. Come
Oh my goodness.
What is this? Wait, so is Danger dressed as Otto?
No.
Danger is a dinosaur.
It's
Yes,
a dinosaur.
Otto. Yeah. And,
Oh, you got it.
Falcor is a panda.
Whoa, look at these little guys.
Oh,
Wow, that is crazy.
a little raptor.
What a good boys you are.
You guys are so adorable. Oh, sorry, Brant, didn't mean to hit you there.
Okay. Sit.
Oh, this is awesome.
Oh, look at that.
I remember when
Come here.
I walked by Wonder's desk when she was looking at that raptor
Facing
outfit.
The wrong way. Over here.
So yeah, so over there, so in the back is Danger, and in the front is Falcor. And Falcor has been a character in video games before. Falcor is one of our favorite dogs. That probably the first. Yeah, OG. Falcor is the first dog we allowed in this building, and
Falcor actually has an Easter egg in Yo's.
Oh, really? Oh, I don't think I knew about
Yes.
that. That's pretty cool.
I know in your way too.
That's all right.
Let me see. All right. Wait. Oh, they're being so. Oh yeah, look at there. Want that candy?
Yeah,
Want candy.
right there we got the big old candy bag.
This is their one tricks. Sweet. So those are the boys.
Oh,
Let's see who's.
guys are so cute.
And then Lisa is the prize distributor.
You dogs get prizes?
Oh, you wanna
Whoa, look at this.
And they're not made of food.
give it a squeak. Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
If it squeaks. Oh.
Kill it!
Good boy. He's like, but I'm wearing this humiliating thing. I can't possibly. He sometimes thinks that his legs don't work too.
Danger, you're a velociraptor. Do your duty.
All right, guys. Okay, good boys. Go get him.
So, there we go. Let's go.
So,
So who is next?
We don't have anyone here yet.
What? No one's here? They were supposed to come at 3:30.
I know.
Oh no.
Oh, here comes Esme.
Okay, Esme is on her way.
come on, Esme. I'm gonna hide Esme. If she sees me, she will run.
Okay, so Brant's gonna hide.
Odo is up first and Esme on deck.
Okay, so Odo's coming. All right.
Otto's my
Let's go see Odo.
buddy.
So, here comes the dog that I thought the Danger was dressed as.
Otto.
Oh, look at this. So, this is the winner as far as Brant is concerned.
I have to give this dog some extra love right now. Otto. Come here.
Oh,
Otto. This is how well he behaves too. Hey, Otto. Otto. Hey.
so Otto can typically be seen in cosplay as a rug, a tiger skin rug on the floor next to Joe's desk.
Come here.
Hi, buddy. Yeah.
Hey.
Just treats.
The
Excitement.
beautiful.
Come here, buddy.
I'm correct in believing he's a greyhound. Am I correct?
Yeah, he's a full-blooded greyhound.
That is.
He's also he's a rescue of Kansas.
This
We're
is-
talking about where people are from.
And he's also the largest taco that Brant has ever gotten to eat.
Yeah.
What's this?
Look at that.
Oh, these dogs get along so beautifully too.
That dog will run over and bite my beard in the morning.
Time for some dog prizes.
Carrie
Okay.
and Esme.
Okay, I'm gonna hide.
Here, Odo.
Here comes
Good
Esme.
boy. Yes, you are.
Whoa.
Good
Wait.
boy.
I can't see you, Esme. Oh,
You wanna call him?
there we go.
She sees me.
No, I gave him one, but I can't give him all. of them.
Okay, so tell us about this contest, this costume, Carrie.
So this is actually the armor from Fallout Dog Meat's
Oh,
nice. That is gorgeous.
And she's got the goggles and
Look at
bandanas,
this.
and
Look
she can
at
also
that.
clip onto dog meat.
Good girl.
Basically, she's dog meat from Fallout.
That is
dog meat.
incredible.
Look at these
That is a very legit gamer dog costume.
goggles. Look at these. Look at this.
Does she let you put the goggles on her face?
Oh, it's
She'll just paw them off if you do that.
Oh. Wow, she's ready for battle.
Yeah, my little battle pup.
Oh.
Make sure you can see it from all sides.
It's got the little.
Also, Carrie, you're also getting beard love on the stream.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right. So, did Kira make it?
Kira is, I'm gonna grab her one second.
All right, cool. Esme.
Is she in her trailer?
Kira's taking a meeting. It's very important, so we're gonna bust her out real quick.
Okay, cool. Oh, look at these dogs.
Those dogs are ridiculous.
I hope that this is the dog content that you all came for, because I think that these dogs have outdone themselves. You come here for your dog content, I know. So I hope this shaky cam isn't too bad. The spot I stuck it on the desk wasn't quite catching it. I'll lean in and see if I can get a better spot here.
Susan, I will always cede studio's best beard to Carrie.
Are we ready?
I can't.
Oh, look at
compete.
this.
Presenting Spider Corgi.
Oh, look at this. This is Kira.
Hi, Kira.
Spider dog, spider dog.
Right here.
Does whatever a spider dog does.
Girl.
So Kira has been featured on the stream before, but mostly in photograph form. So now we get to see Kira live and in person. Whoa, 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 what is this?
Oh, look at showing off. And now we have to take Wonder to the hospital.
Good girl. Good girl.
So I'm pretty sure that all of these dogs are 14 out of 10 winners. There we
They're
go.
very good boys and very good girls.
Very, very good.
And they get a prize.
Thank you, everybody, for
They
bringing
do
your
get a
dogs in.
prize. Yay!
Oh, great.
Okay, you have to figure out a typewriter.
Oh.
Good girl.
Kara still thinks there's food.
Come on, let's go.
Come on, dog meats. Thank you, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
See you later. Thanks for bringing everybody.
Back to our regularly scheduled shenanigans.
And Falcor's trying to take
I
off
know,
the
he's
panda.
trying to get it out.
Okay,
Yay.
there was your Halloween dog content. I know that's what you come to our stream for, and we really appreciate it. We've actually got a guest who snuck in. I don't know if you even would have seen him sneaking in the background. He doesn't get on camera very often. He's usually behind the camera for a lot of our trailers and things like that. But we're going to get Alan Dykefus in this chair
He is
in
a
just a second.
ninja. In fact, ninja smoke.
He's a camera ninja. So Brant is going to clear his seat. Alan, why don't you come and join us?
Do you want me to take pictures of you, Alan, while you're...
I don't show up on film. I won't even show up on this.
All right, so this is Alan Dykefus. He is our visual brand manager, or as we like to call him, the guy that makes the trailers. So
Yeah.
This
Hey,
is you.
How's it going? Awesome. It's weird seeing myself on there.
so how do you get to become a person who makes trailers for video games?
How do you get to become a
What have you done? Like what got you to this point? Well, I'm sort of queuing up the behind the scenes stuff we're looking at.
I love trailers and I love movies, and I also love video games. They kind of all converged into one thing, which was over 15 years, I'd say. You know, I've known
Yeah.
you since the old days.
Yeah, we used to work at Amaze Entertainment
Yeah,
together,
that was
which
one of my
was
first jobs.
great. It
Yeah.
was my first job in the
Yep.
industry too.
Did some smiley faces, I think, and I was like, I don't like this. and then I was like, yeah, but
You've
but
done
yeah,
a lot
I've
of work
done
on like UI, graphic
I've done
design.
UI, I've done concept art, I've done art direction, everything. But eventually, I kind of just felt like, what is the thing that I love the most? I tend to love movies, and I'm like, how do I put that together? And I always love trailers for video games, just like the marketing aspect of it. I always get excited when I see a trailer, right? And I'm like, how do you make those and stuff like that? So it's kind of what I came to do here. Kind of I kept telling everyone, I love trailers, and people realize, Alan loves trailers, let's have them do trailers. And that's kind of happened.
So Alan's got this sort of unique confluence of skills that ended up in us starting to make these live action trailers for our updates. So we've actually got some like behind the scenes footage. Actually, before we look at the behind the scenes stuff, we should actually watch the trailer. In case any of you here has not actually watched the trailer for the Swine and Bovine outfit, we should check it out. Now, I don't know if you want to listen to it while we're going. We've got headphones here.
Sure, why
I
not?
mean, you're
the
intimately
audio.
familiar with the audio,
The
so
audio's
you
awesome.
know. stick these on here, and here comes the trailer. That little oink at the end is great. So this is a picture of Alan on location.
To recreate that angle.
Yeah, getting ready to fire up this trailer. So where did you guys shoot this?
This was actually at Wonder's, her house.
Before you
she was-
switch.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Before you switch, take a very close look at that jacket that he's wearing.
Right, that is one of the jackets. That is the what did we call the jacket? Is it the denim jacket?
That's the denim jacket.
That's the actual denim jacket from State of Decay 2 from the closet.
Yes,
So.
and I've had that jacket, I'd say it's probably 8 years I've had that. And that was my first jacket, and I wanted it to kind of be my brand identity. Like The Simpsons, like, you know, Homer has the shirt.
Right,
You always know
like
Homer.
Tom Scott's red T-shirt.
Yep, and I was like, that's going to be my coat, and it just wore over time. It just got more and more worse looking, and everyone thought it was more expensive, actually. Like
Because it was so beautifully worn.
I had people, like, offer to buy it off my back. Like, at coffee places, I'm like, are you crazy? I'm like, dude, they're going to buy this? I should have done it, but...
When they first started talking about scanning clothes,
I remember
was
that,
like,
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, I know exactly the thing we have to have.
I was just thinking, is it time to retire it? And then I got it.
now it's in the game, and now it's important again. Okay, so I've got a whole bunch of these images here. So,
Alan, you
yeah.
might want to scooch a little closer to the mic.
Oh.
are we? I knew that was whenever I do my audio tests.
Hear me now?
It's with my voice,
Hello,
which is
hello.
very loud and carries really well. And nobody else has a voice like that at the studio. So I'm a really bad. I should invite people in to do audio tests here with me.
Like, hear me now? Hear me now? Hear me now? Testing.
You were probably
Testing.
just
1,
a-
2,
I
3.
think that's better.
You were probably just a little bit quiet. So.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, so it wasn't just you. You were the director of photography. You had the camera, and then we've got Doug here.
And we got Dan, and Dan was helping me kind of light it. He also helped me. We always frame together because he's a great photographer. So we always tend to kind of go back and forth. And these two guys I work with on the side we do all those short films together actually too. So we kind of go through. We know what we need to do, and we switch roles constantly when we're doing stuff.
So
together,
you've got kind of a rapport going from like years of working together.
We do, and we trust what we're doing, and we know to get it done fast, cheap, and out the door. So we're pretty good at that. So.
Yeah. So Dan Cole's photography is so good. We've actually got like the entire office is decorated with Dan Cole's like sort of urban architecture photography, which is really really nice. And Dan is also Doug was the art director on State of Decay 1 and 2, and Dan actually he built a lot of our facilities and things like that in the game. So he's built a lot of props in 3D in addition to being a great photographer. So this was the setting, and it was really dark inside when you guys first got there, right?
Yes, it was correct. It was probably end of the day. It was like 4 o'clock-ish we got there, and we started setting up the lights. It's a shed. It's not the best lighting. And she had no power out there, so we wire.
Do you have like a generator or something?
Well,
Like a post-apocalyptic
I wish.
setup?
No, we actually had just a long extension cable that went all the way to her house, and we had to
Gotcha.
plug it in, go through her window, drag it all the way out there, and then we just start setting up all these lights. And the goal is just to kind of get it moody in there, because mood is kind of the goal of this. Is like we're not doing this big, narrative thing. It's more of just a mood to get people excited for something. It's a quick thing.
So I was assuming when I first watched the trailer that you'd use like fancy post-production stuff to get that light to be that orange and purple. But
No,
from these images, it looks like you actually made that happen
Absolutely.
in real life.
The goal is like if you're thinking of 80s films, they did not do a lot of post color correction on film mostly. They mostly made the lights a color. So that video we did, I actually didn't do much color correction to it because I didn't want to. I wanted it to just be like, this is what we shot.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a filter fancy to make it like that way. The goal is to make it as close as we could with lighting itself. Kind of like how they did back in the day. So.
So it's not just like an 80s style. It's actually authentically using, the kinds of, maybe not every single thing,
Yeah.
but the kinds of techniques that people would have had to use.
Yeah, and we wanted it kind of like, super saturated, kind of gaudy, in
Yeah.
a kind of fun way, like kind of a Halloween haunted house type
Yeah, just like over the, like nobody would actually light their real shed that way. But that's not the point.
This wasn't modern lighting. We weren't going for the Netflix level of horror where it was like very, very fine, not as saturated. This is definitely more of an homage to that. So.
I thought I had a pretty good knowledge of terrible 80s movies because that's when I grew up.
Yeah.
And when I met Alan, I realized that he is a walking encyclopedia of all things terrible, great movies.
I know. I just have no life, I guess.
So I think that's Alan, that's Doug, and then who's that over there? The really tall guy.
That is Drew. Yeah, Drew is awesome. Drew is one of our lead.
He's a lead programmer.
Yeah.
And he's really tall and intimidating, which is why is that why you cast him as the Swine Bovine character?
I carpool with him a lot back in the day, and we'd always talk about. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm doing this video thing. He's like, oh, if you ever need an actor, and I was like, yeah. I could never think of it. Like we wanted to do the previous one, the closet.
That had Noel?
But he couldn't fit in the basement. He's too tall. So I had to say no. I was
we had to save him for something special.
It might have been kind of funny actually, but no, I felt this is the perfect role, and Drew is for his acting skills. And unfortunately, we had to put a mask on his face, and he was in shadow a lot. But I think whenever we do our next one, I hope he is starring in it. Maybe we'll see. He did a great job.
So we've actually got some video of him later, but the first video I want to show is of what it took to get this set working.
So close now.
Nice. So you guys had to break into one of the yard.
Yeah, well, she had this gate that's opposite of that shed, right? So we want a wide shot.
Yard.
Shooting like on a 35. So yeah, we wanted more. We didn't have enough depth, but luckily she had this fence there, and we're like, can we get through this fence? And she's like, well, I don't know. I think I lost the key to it. I don't know. She brought the key out, and she's just like finagling with it, and then she put like oil in there. We were all trying, and then I think I said like, do you got a hacksaw? And we like laughed, and then Doug's like, yeah, you got a hacksaw, and then she got one, and then Doug just went right at it, and he got it pretty good.
One of your most important pieces of post-apocalyptic gear is a hacksaw. If you need to get into a place like this.
I'm surprised we don't have that again. We should have that.
Yeah, we'll think about that for the future. So that was the day getting ready. So we've got a bunch of shots of you guys working at night.
Just then that's, once that fence is broken, you can see on the left, that's the fence. And then further out in the street, and we're out in the street there, no one's going to hit us.
Because that's where you needed to be to get that wide shot with the lens that you wanted.
Yeah, exactly. So that's about as far as we can go. But you can see it's a pretty minimal setup. Nothing crazy, but just, there's Doug with his coffee. That's my favorite part of that. If you look, he's got coffee right there. I think that was spiked coffee with something. The perfect director shot right there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And then we've got, let's see here. So this is what it looked like from your perspective. You can see you can see all that purple going on in the lighting. And there's Drew.
And that's like us setting up the shot. So I just keep the camera on as we're setting up the lighting. So as we're moving the lights around, we're all talking back and forth to each other, like, oh, move to the left, move to the right. Does that look good? Does this look bad? And then we turn the haze on and all that, and that gives it that real mood.
Oh yeah. So then you all gather behind the camera to actually shoot Drew in there.
Yeah.
And that's what he looked like, which you guys saw it in the trailer. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah, it's a sweet shed. I mean, all that overgrowth is that was what it looked like. And then I think the only thing we added to was that chair in the corner. I think that's the only creepy part we added, was like a little chair in the corner on the left, I think. But yeah, other than that, I mean, that is an amazing shed, and I hope we do more things with that shed.
So do you guys want to see some behind-the-scenes outtake footage of Drew? Because I know I want to see that. Oh, wait, that's not where it is. I'm sorry. I forgot where I put things. It's right here.
Yeah. Can you feel it, baby? I can too.
So Alan couldn't hear the music, but he put that music in there.
That might be the scariest part about that.
Yeah, I almost wish we would have made a music video with him on that, actually. But no, that was in between, because we're setting up the shot, and Drew's just standing there, and he's just kind of like waiting, like every actor does when we're doing all this stuff. And you're like,
it's all like hurry up and wait the whole time.
And then he gets cold, so we put a blanket on him, and he just starts dancing. And then I sometimes didn't even know I was rolling. I just hit roll. But I think Drew knew I was rolling because he wanted that filmed. Probably for like a Tinder profile or something like that. I don't know. You can use it.
When we have all hands meetings and stuff, like our favorite person to have up there is Drew, because he's a natural entertainer. He's like
great dancer as well.
Yeah, you just put him in front of people and he'll do crazy things.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's one of my favorite things that came out of that whole thing.
Yeah.
And then that trailer, that's not actually the only video you put out recently. We've also, you've been making dev diaries about some of the updates.
Correct. We hope to do more of those in the future, and kind of have maybe even like little select pieces and focus on different things. Like I think the last one was Susan paper prototype or
Yeah,
something like that? Yeah, we did
we've
that.
actually got it here. If
Oh, sure, if you want. Yeah.
Let's watch it for a second,
Okay,
just because I think a lot of folks who they come to catch up with the stream, they don't realize necessarily that there's other videos that we're putting out here on the channel, and we really want them to see.
Yeah.
So let's go have a look at this real quick. This is what I go to this presentation for.
We got this. Right, that's right. My name is Susan Olenek. I'm a senior user experience designer here at Undead Labs, and I was strike team lead for character customization in State of Decay 2. Paper prototyping is taking an idea, putting it down on paper, and testing it to make sure it works before we expend the art and engineering resources to get a feature up and running. And also, it got everyone on board and really excited to build this, because there's nothing like playing a paper board game version of your video game. We had concerns about the discoverability of this feature because the closet lives deep in the community screen. Through paper prototyping, I was able to get a gut check with everyone on board at the studio if they feel that all the systems we had planned will direct users into the closet. What really excites me about this update is not only are we adding a really fun feature to this game, but we're giving our studio an opportunity to drop content on a regular basis in a new way. We already have the weapon trader, and now we're going to be able to drop some clothing and hats on a regular basis. And this is going to be so much fun for everybody involved, for our fans and for the developers. The reason why we wanted to get this feature done was because we needed to ship in early October. Why would that be? Well, you'll have to stay tuned to find out at the end of the month.
So, whoops.
Yeah. Why not? You feel it,
Yeah,
baby?
that's how OBS works.
I can too.
Okay, anyway. Let's see.
I love that song.
I know, it's great.
What song was it?
It's Marky Mark.
Oh, that's
Yeah, we're probably gonna get some
There's
some kind of
sort
punishment on YouTube
I don't know how that works anymore.
for
but
posting that. So at least I think Marky Mark's gonna make money from our video. It's probably what's gonna happen. So anyway, so for those of you who come here to look at the streams, wasn't that amazing? I mean, like, these dev diaries that you made are like, they're so much better produced and more focused than these shenanigans that Brant and I improvise.
You guys do a great job. What are you talking about?
Oh, no,
I mean, for what you have.
That's no, I realize that we're awesome, but there's
Yeah.
like, you're a whole different kind of awesome, and you can get some really good stuff out of that. So I really encourage people, check those out when you see them pop up in your YouTube feed, because they're really, really cool.
We'll try and do more of those. We definitely want to do more of those, and I think we got enough people here to do really cool things that we need to do those, and they're fun, and those come together in about a day or two. They're not too long to put together, so.
Oh, hey, so it looks like the giveaway that we've been running has actually got a winner. Let's see here, who was it? Was it
YouTube.
Oh, okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, so Handsome Jack, who is one of our followers on YouTube, Handsome Jack has won the giveaway that you all have been doing. So Handsome Jack is going to get this exact bag. It's beautiful. Yeah, so Handsome Jack is going to get this exact bag. We're going to put it in the mail, ship it to him. But, Handsome Jack, you've got to email Megan. You got to email, let's see, what is it? social@undeadlabs.com. Send her an email so that she knows who you are and she can work out how to get this to you. Hey, nobody pretend to be Handsome Jack. Only actual Handsome Jack should email Megan. So
We'll send Drew to your house if you lie.
So I should have put it up on the screen, but it's social@undeadlabs.com. So please send her that. And congratulations, Handsome Jack. And we've got like 7 minutes left. So,
7 minutes.
So what? I can't believe that we had so many things to do on
You
the
guys
stream.
did that fast.
I
I'm
was
amazed.
I was absolutely certain that we were going to just completely run out of time and have everything be a disaster.
Dogs did great as well. I was impressed.
Yeah, the dogs were awesome.
Yeah.
And
Next time we do a cat show.
does anyone have cats here?
Oh, I bet people. Wait,
Somebody's got a cat. They don't bring
Who's
them
got
to the
cats?
office though, because who would do that?
I could dress as a dog. I don't know. Whatever we're bringing in here.
We officially have a dog policy at the studio. I don't think we have a cat policy at the studio.
I don't think so. No.
And we definitely don't have a goose policy. Geese are not allowed
Geese?
at the studio.
Geese policy. I'm surprised the company would have that. No more geese. We can't have the geese anymore.
Yeah, because of the things that have happened. All of the bells in the studio are gone.
Bells.
So,
Nice.
Actually, I saw a thing on Twitter where somebody actually dressed themselves up as the kid with the glasses in Untitled Goose Game, and had their dog, like a white fluffy dog, dressed as a goose.
I don't think I've seen that game. I don't know what that is, but it
Oh my
sounds
gosh.
very indie and
It's all
awesome.
the
That's what I've been.
Is it? Okay.
Yes, that's what I've. So
Okay.
it's on the Switch and it's on the PC.
Oh, is it?
And
Okay.
so you basically just play a jerk goose who's sneaking around and ruining everyone's lives. And
that sounds amazing,
It
actually.
really is amazing. I think you actually would really like
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna try that one.
So.
I need to play more.
I think that's like the 5th other game that I've hyped on this stream so far. We're getting into like game release season. There are so many
There's a
good
lot
games
coming
coming out
out.
that I'm kind of overwhelmed. Like I was just telling him, like I want to play the Outer Worlds really badly, but I've got like
Just try
3
that.
games that I'm halfway through.
Yeah.
That I don't want to start until I've completed them, because if I start Outer Worlds, I'm never going to complete any of those
Yeah.
games.
I just started Outer Worlds 2 because it was on Game Pass, which was awesome. I
Yes.
was like not trying to sell that, but maybe I am. It's
We all
awesome.
get free Game Pass memberships.
And I don't
so
play games like that. I don't play big RPG world games, and I was playing it, and the dialogue is great in it, actually. It's really good character, plot, and just feels smooth. It doesn't feel buggy, or I don't know, like a lot of games are, but...
I don't know what games you could be talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like there's been like kind of like a renaissance in game writing lately. There's been so many really well. Like, I've been playing Disco Elysium. That's one of the games that I don't want to interrupt.
Eric Anderson plays that as well, and he tells me about it. I actually
It is
said, you gotta
crazy.
play that, and he's like, oh my god, and he just plays all the time, I guess, so he loves it.
No, I don't feel like I've gotten nearly far enough in it. I'm still in like the first area, but basically you play a person who kind of talks to himself in his head.
Yeah.
He's got like different aspects of his personality, all kind of arguing to
Like
sort
my
of
real life.
be in charge, kind of like
Yeah,
real life.
yeah.
That's kind of like the experience of being me. And so basically, while you're going through the world, most of everything happens in dialogue, whether it's dialogue between you and other people, or dialogue between you and the crazy in your head.
That's amazing.
And it's really well written.
Is it a lot of reading?
It's a lot of reading.
Okay,
There's
so is it
some
like,
of it is spoken,
don't
but most
play
of
it
it's
late
reading.
At night.
If you're falling asleep,
Okay.
okay. You could get a little bit tired if you're having
Okay.
trouble reading at night, but yeah,
I might do that.
It's really cool. And basically, because your character is a little nuts, most of the dialogue options are hilarious and
really?
insane. Yeah,
Oh,
like
that sounds great, yeah.
you can play this whole thing as like this crazy drunk madman who's just out for adventure, and
awesome.
and yeah, no, it's really great, and it's set in like a 1970s diesel punk world.
Oh, interesting.
So-
Wow. The name always threw me off. Disco. I thought it was a dancing game.
Yeah,
And when
I
I
know.
was like, "Is this disco? What?" And it's
Yeah.
like, no, it's an RPG.
No, it's just
Yeah.
I would like to take a second to congratulate our audio team, our very busy audio team on helping out with the
Oh, absolutely.
with the videos.
Oh, yeah,
they
that's true.
absolutely add a lot to that stuff. I mean, a lot of that, the animal sounds. You hear just little animals. You hear just a little Foley. There's just amazing amount of work that goes into to make those audio things.
And where does the music come from? Is it all original music in the trailers?
That one is original. I'm pretty sure Kevin and his team made that one original. I think the other one, the previous one, was like we found some sample of something. I think we threw it on there in the temp edit, and then Kevin just kind of sweetened it up, gave it a little bit more of that Stranger Things. Everyone says Stranger Things because that's the new '80s. Anyways, I give it that sound, that reverb. They give that depth. And yeah, Kevin's awesome. And the goal is always just like we make the video, we hand it off to him, and it always comes back better than I ever thought it would be. So he's amazing.
Yeah, my teenage daughter loves the 80s entirely because she's seen Stranger Things.
And
So
that's
she
fine.
thinks of the 80s as being Stranger
That's
Things.
absolutely fine. It's just funny. It's just funny because a lot of people say, "Oh yeah, there's like I think I saw a post where it was like, what's the Sean Astin?"
Yeah.
There was a post. Someone was like, "Oh, look at Sean Astin with the seal from Stranger Things," and then below it, the person's like, "No, that's Sean Astin from Rudy." And like, no, the person's like, "No, that's from." Then another person says, "No, that's Sean Astin from Goonies." I just kept going through all the layers.
I think it hit
of
Lord of
Sean
the Rings
Astin.
partway in
yeah,
there.
Yeah, it was Lord of
yeah.
the Rings too. I think it kept going through all the different things. It's like, yeah,
It's such a storied career.
Yeah, and Stranger Things is awesome. I love it, but it's just like the only problem is when I say 80s, that's the first thing people would say now. And you're like, oh wait, what about the other stuff, man?
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten really into the music. Like, so Survive, the folks who did the music for Stranger Things, like they've got albums, and I listen to them all the time when I'm working and stuff. They're really good at just sort of like they're ambient, so they don't like distract you from your work.
It's amazing.
But it really kind of
love it.
clears the head, clears out all those demons in there. They're making
demons.
noise. Yeah, all these Disco Elysium demons in my head. It's 3:59. We're about done. The last thing that I want to show you guys is this image What is that from? So that is from the blog post that Susan Jessup has got up on our site right now. If you go to stateofdecay.com, click the news tab, there's a new blog post up. Susan Jessup is the character artist who built the Swine and Bovine outfit, as well as most of the outfits in the game, and a lot of other stuff. And so she's written a great blog post that's sort of, just about the kind of work that she does. So go to our website and check that out. I'll also make sure to put a link in the doobly-doo if you're watching this later on YouTube. It's amazing stuff, and just look at that nightmarish thing over there.
Yeah.
So
She made her mask, by the way, as well. I should make a shout for. She made that mask that's in the video.
Oh yeah, we showed it on the street. We actually brought the prop in.
Well, there's two. There's one that was the backup that because she couldn't get that final one done for us for the shoot, so we had to actually we went on Amazon and we bought a cow. A pig mask, and she quickly just sewed it together, and that's what we used. So when I saw her bring that in, I was like, oh man, that would have been great to have, because it just has that weight and stuff that she did so well on. But she is awesome. She helped me so much with everything. So again, thanks, Susan, for all that awesomeness.
I'm always amazed by people in the game industry who actually have practical, real-world skills, because I have none.
A lot of us
all
don't.
of my skills are video games.
There's no real skill. Yeah.
So anyway, thank you all for being here. We love you. You are what make our jobs possible. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Alan, for coming in and chatting with us. And we will get out of here. Sort of. We're going to still be here for another 20 seconds watching this screen.
Yeah, so now's the time to spill all sorts of secrets, because no one will hear
anything we say.
I don't have any.